Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kyle Watts. So if you watched my video last week, you'll see that we did a review on the Tamron 28-200 lens. It's a really fun lens. It was a pretty fun video. If you haven't checked that video out, go check it out there. But anyways, this thing was sitting in my backpack with just a couple other objects for that trip, and it actually got some scuffs on there, which kind of made me upset that I have a brand new lens now that has some scratches on the outside because apparently the coating on this isn't that great. So in today's video, we're going to fix that from happening any further. I picked up this lens skin kit from Alphagvrd or Lifeguard. We're going to put this thing on and protect this lens from getting any more scratches. Plus, it's just going to look really cool. They also gave me the lens cap decal for the back so we can identify the lens easier when it's in your bag. So one of my favorite things that the Alphagvrd company puts out are these focal length decals that you can put on the back of your lens caps. It makes it really nice to be able to identify your lenses really quick when you're in your backpack. But this is my first time actually putting on a decal kit for a lens. So one of the first things you want to do with your new kit is go to the back and find the QR code on the bottom, scan this thing with your cell phone, and then it'll bring up a website that shows you the directions on how to put this together, which ones that they would recommend you doing first, and just kind of the overall layout of what you're getting with this decal kit. So pretty much every one of these kits is going to tell you to start with the lens hood, and the reason behind that is because the lens hood is something that you probably don't use all the time. So if you screw that up, it's really not as big of a deal. And honestly, it gives you good practice on putting the decals down on something before you get to the lens. So one of the things you're going to definitely want to have before you start doing any of this stuff is you want to get yourself some alcohol swabs. You're going to want to get yourself a blower and some rags, whatever you have to do to get this lens spotless clean, because you want all of the oils off of this thing and you want to get the maximum amount of adhesion to the lens when you're putting these decals on. And the blower is really going to help get all the dust out of the grooves of the rubber grips. All right, so let's get over to the desk here. Let's put this thing together. All right, so first we're just going to wipe this desk completely down because I don't want to get any hair or dust or crap in the skin from the desk. So we have the kit, we have the alcohol swabs. We're going to get this lens spotless clean real quick. And then if you want, you can actually just kind of wipe your hands down with this a little bit, get any of the oils off your fingers as well. Okay, so we're going to start with the lens hood here on this one. I'm actually going to reattach it to the lens because it'll be easier to hold that way. So then you find your set. Lens hood's the top one. When you're peeling these things off, be very careful not to stretch the vinyl because then nothing's going to line up. And also don't lift it to where it's going to stick to each other. So you're going to want to just line it up on the logos here, which is the Tamron logo here. Kind of just give it a once over, make sure it actually went on there well. If it didn't, peel it up really carefully and stick it back down. Okay, so the lens hood's done, so we're going to just take that off now and move on to the rest of the lens. Okay, so the rest of the stuff that's in this kit is for like the lens cap. I currently don't even remember where I put this lens cap, so I'm going to save that one for later. And then if you want, there is the zoom and the focus ring skin if you want to put it on the rubber on that. This thing is a really grippy rubber grip, so I'm going to leave that one alone. All right, so that just leaves us with the focal range decal on the back. You can put this straight on the factory one that comes with the lens. I actually got these ones off Amazon. They just say E-mount on them. What I like about these is they're a little more flat, and then they kind of have like this little notch at the top, which is kind of nice. So I'm just going to line up this little notch that I got on this one with the little red ring. And stick that down. That's all it is. Pretty simple one to do. Right, so all of our decals are now put on. We have the focal length on the back. The decal is completely on the lens. This thing's going to be pretty protected in my camera bag now. I'm not worried about scratches. And quite honestly, it just looks really cool. So that's a nice little add-on to that too. So if you have any questions on the Lifeguard skins, please leave me a comment down below. If this video has been a help, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want to follow along with other gear reviews and film tutorials. And as always, you guys, catch you on the next one. Later.